Aloha! It's 365 Hawaii.
With Julie and Eric Zemelis, and today we are at
Ta-da!
the Waikoloa Beach Resort Marriott.
Yes, we're doing a quick staycation. It's a one-night staycation. Sometimes it's a quick in and a quick out kind of a thing to get up here. But it is a beautiful night. First thing we're going to do today is we are going to head over to have dinner at Lava Lava Beach Club because we know you guys always love it up there. So
right, and they've actually had a recent renovation that I have not yet seen. So it'll be interesting to see what they've done with the place and what they still plan on doing.
Yep.
Yep.
And then we're going to take you along the rest of the weekend. We're going to kind of bum around up here in Waikoloa and show you all the different things that we can find along here.
Right, and as I always say at this time of year, maybe we'll catch some whales. This sign actually tells you, I've always wondered, where's that name come from? On the A means mullet, and that is the kind of fish that were kept in these fish ponds. And ho'omalu means protected. So what they would do is the small little fish would come in from the open ocean and they would grow up in these fish ponds. And by the time they got big enough to go out to the ocean, they were too big to get through the grate. So they were easily netted and were used by the alihi for their food. So they were protected mullet. So when you think about this bay, now you know the story.
I guess I lost it all. Stay with me.
So Lava Lava Beach Club is one of the most popular restaurants on the island. So when you come, you have to know that there's probably going to be a bunch of people who probably got here when they opened at 11. They're just sitting there for 3 or 4 hours. So we were here at 5 o'clock and there's already a 45-minute to an hour wait. So, but they have made it so that they know this happens. So they have a games section out here so you can play long games. And they have a new seating section that you can sit and wait in that still looks out over the ocean. And they've got this really cool van that you can buy a drink. And therefore you have your drink, you're sitting in a seat, you're looking at the ocean, so the wait doesn't seem so horrible. And then you can play cornhole with your friends.
How I guess I lost it all.
They didn't even know who we were, and we still got a great table. So we get a chance to see the sunset and the bay and the band, and I love the atmosphere of Lava Lava. It's just so fun. Okay, you guys, this is something interesting. This is mahi mahi with a strawberry and daikon relish, and the sauce is made from tamarind. And Eric and I were laughing that he's like, do you understand what tamarind is? We're like, oh yeah, because you can pull it off the trees here actually and open it up and eat it. It's very, very like almost like a spicy kind of bitter, but it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the flavors around this fish.
Well, it is almost sunset and the people are gathering out here to make it happen. So
Get this, you guys. One thing about Lava Lava Beach Club is the fact that just about everybody who's inside the bar or in the periphery will stand up and walk out here for sunset. So it becomes like 100 people watching sunset with you. But I gotta tell you guys, I just talked to this couple over here. They have the best seat in the entire restaurant. And I said, what'd you do? And they joked around and said, we paid $100. They didn't. They got here at 10 to 5. And they got a chance to be out on the sand with the best table in the restaurant. So there's your tip right there.
that's right. We got here at 5:20 and it was way too late.
We got some guys behind us that recognize us from our YouTube channel. We're joking around with them. They get a chance to say, you know what? Yeah, we win because we got the cool seats on the beach. And the sun is going to actually set. It might be a green flash. You know what? After the vlog in Kona, seeing it finally to the point where you can actually see it go into the ocean from up here is pretty awesome.
Okay, so we finished dinner. It's a nice place just to sit down in the afterglow of the lovely sun that's just gone down. And we thought we'd talk a little with you guys about the differences of Waikoloa and Kona, just from a tourist point of view, because that's kind of what we're doing today.
A visitor perspective.
A visitor perspective, yes.
So sometimes, you know what, you guys, we did a really interesting video. You guys we can attach it below when we talked about Waikoloa Resort. And it had all of kind of interesting things. Some people who have never really been to Big Island will find that they find themselves in Waikoloa Resort because, you know, the big resorts.
That's where the big hotels are there.
And then
Hilton.
they Google Waikoloa because they don't even know what the heck's going on. So what we want to tell you guys is a little bit about the area.
So first of all, it is a good ways from Kona. I'm going to say it's probably 20 or 30 minutes from Kona, depending on how traffic is. So it is not really close. And it's not really, people think of this Cape as kind of a town. It's more like a resort community. So we don't have the typical things that a real town has.
Like schools,
yeah,
people
none
who
of
live
that.
here full time.
There are a few people who live here all the time, but most of the people are transient for sure.
Investors and retirees or visitors.
In terms of that. And so they have some very small grocery stores, nothing really big. And if you're looking
ABC, Foodland.
Yeah, so it's one of those, expect that you are more on vacation than you are actually living in a real space. And if you can get over that, then it's beautiful.
Yeah, if you can get over that. You know what, some people, you guys, will come to some of these resorts here and literally they'll never leave. And if you don't leave Waikoloa Beach Resort, you are not seeing the Big Island of Hawaii. And you're certainly not getting a chance to experience other parts of the island, like even just going down to Kailua Kona and just doing some shopping around that area.
One other thing that we haven't talked about is the difference between Waikoloa Village and Waikoloa. So Waikoloa is down here on the shore, but moving up the hill I think it's about 10 miles up, something like that, is Waikoloa Village, and that's more of a real community. And even they just got a new shopping center up there, right? That's coming up. And
but it was built to be workforce housing for Waikoloa Beach Resort and also the Maunalani area. So that's area. So if you see that people say, okay, Waikoloa Village, just know that if you're going to stay there, like maybe one of the condos up there, it's going to take you about 15 minutes to get down the hill, to get down towards the ocean. So again, one of the reasons that you might find less expensive condos and stuff in Waikoloa Village is because you're kind of actually far away from the ocean. So you're going to obviously pay a higher price when you're right here at the resort area. So there's a little tip for you. There's pretty good shopping experiences up here. You got some really good dining experiences, and of course, you got this beautiful view of the bay.
That's right. Just one of them is the Queen Shops, the King Shops, and then up by the
up higher is the Maunalani area. So there's shops in Maunalani as well.
All right, we'll call that night.
Good night. So now it's next morning and we got up at 6 o'clock, got the coffee, and then now we're out in front of the hotel to catch the sunrise over Mauna Kea. One of the things I love about waking up in Hawaii early is the fact that it's still warm out here. I know a lot of people on the East Coast are like, I might get up at 6:30 in the morning, go out in your shorts and your tank top to go see sunset. Ain't gonna do it. But here it's beautiful, it's January, and we're gonna watch this show up behind us over the volcano. Then we're gonna spin it around and go out and watch the sun come across the ocean and the pond.
Sun has just come up. I just got done filming. Pretty cool shit out there. And this is why I came out early, because it's super spectacular, and this Angeline Pond is just cool. Very cool. This is why you want to wake up early, because the sun has got a perfect time on it. All right, one of the nice things we like to do when staying at resorts is there's the Alakai Trail, which runs all of the coastline all the way down to the Kahala and all the way down south. So there's always a place to walk, and it's a beautiful path, and it goes from resort to resort. So today I'm heading out from here at the Marriott, and we're going to head up, I think, go past the Hilton and see where other places we can go with it. Okay, so check this out. This is the outflow and inflow to the Angeline Ponds over there behind the beach. And today, right now, it's going out. I don't know if you guys can see this, but alongside is all of this coral, and it all gets broken off during the bigger swells, and on the big waves it gets washed up here, and it's getting really big. They have to literally move it off the trail to keep it going, but it's amazing on how many big chunks are up here. All right, that is the Hilton, and about a half mile walk to get here over some kind of, I would say, rocks, but not horrible, maybe a few rolly rocks, but a nice hike. And the view out here is pretty stellar. All right, we're going to call this hike good for the day. But if you keep going yonder, the next one is the Fairmont, and then it just kind of keeps rolling up the coast with some beautiful scenery. So it's depending on however far you want to walk, there's always something nice to see up there. But today, let's head back.
So here we are at the King Shops, which is located not far from any of the hotels here in the Waikoloa Resort area. And what we like about the King Shops is over here we have Roy's, which is always going to give you an amazing dinner, and it has a view of the lake. We also have the Obis, which has one of the best shaved ice companies in West Hawaii. And also the Whalers General Store is a great place to go do some light shopping. They've got the snacks, they've got all the stuff, the waters, the whole things you want to do for a picnic. And that's over on this side. A store called Travis Matthews, and it's got women's and men's clothing. It's very, very high-end, beautiful things. And they have a glass ping pong table in the middle of their store. So if you feel like playing and asking them about clothes, you can do that, or bring your friends in and shop. So tell us, when did it open? What do you guys sell? What are you known for?
So we've been open since the beginning of November. We are a golf lifestyle company. We're kind of known for our fabrication. Everything is super soft. People walk in and they touch things. Oh, it feels like butter. So they're really excited about that. The fit is really, really great. So we're really happy to be here.
Adding to the family fun of this entire experience is behind me is Gypsy Gelato, and they got their start in Kona, and then they moved to South Kona. Now they've got some up here too, and I just love their gelatos. So the fact that they're up here at the Waikoloa Resort, I hope they do really well here, because I'm telling you guys, really good gelato. Hey, speaking of Kona coming to the Kahala Coast, behind us is Foster's Kitchen, which is also in downtown Kona, and also over here is Abe's, another popular place down in Kailua Kona. So it's good to see this nice, happy bar on this side, and this yummy, yummy food with really great cocktails also on this side.
And a coconut shrimp entree, and lastly, your fried pineapple.
Okay, so this cool little fish and chip place, I decided to try the coconut shrimp. So this is what you're getting for about, I don't know, $12 or $13. But we also wanted to try something totally crazy. It's tempura fried pineapple with a little lingmui, it looks like, with a hopia, which is a coconut dipping sauce.
So here it is. We're going to see if we can drip a little bit on there. Again, what's it taste like? That's the question. It kind of tastes like an amusement park fried item, but the pineapple still comes through, and it's got a nice little taste to it.
Yes, it's a putting green. Look, did you guys even know that this has a putting green? It's right next to the King Shops. It's called the Lakeside Putting Green, and they recently had a fundraiser here. That's how we found out about it. My daughter was here. They had a beautiful fundraiser for the Humane Society. So it's right next to the lake. It's got a beautiful view. It has this little putting experience, and then also, for this, not only is this like a putting green, there is a golf course here, a regular 18-hole golf course. And so if you don't want to have to stay in the resorts and the hotels, they also have condos over here. You guys can rent the condos. They're also for sale. So don't forget that we are realtors and we can actually sell you one of these condos. But if you are staying in those condos, you can come over here and do the putting green with your children while somebody else might be out there really playing the game.
Okay, next off, we're up to the visitor center up at Mauna Kea. We're doing a 365 newbie hilo and Kona meetup, and we're going to see, it's the new moon today, so we're going to see hopefully the Milky Way, and we'll be covered in clouds.
Okay, so hey, we are up here at the visitor center on Mauna Kea, and we are doing the what we call the Kona Newbies stargazing night, where tonight is a new moon, and we are expecting it to be amazing out here, and it's so clear. We are here with, if you see, our wonderful Kona Newbies group. They are the ones, there you go. They are the ones who braved the opportunity to come up here, because people are going to say, it's January on Mauna Kea, you're going to freeze your ass off. But we are going to prove them wrong. We hope to show you guys something cool tonight, and we are going to walk up to the pu'u and watch sunset.
Stay, 'cause I could really use a friend. Stay, please
So we hiked about 20 minutes up here. For the faint of heart, it's a bit of a steep hill, so you actually have to kind of like take your time. But once you get up to this point, you get a chance to see what all that walking was for, because it is absolutely spectacular. And we are now waiting for the sun to set. Okay, the chill is coming on now. I feel like we're up like in the upper atmosphere. But if you guys come, don't forget to wear long pants and closed-toed shoes. We're watching people freeze and fall on the scree, so do that. But now we are 2 seconds away from the sunset to go, and then we're going to head back down, and we're going to get all nice and cozy under our blankets.
It's a big freedom, I'm just so loose in my mind. It's all in my head, it's all in my head.
We're wrapping it up here. The temperature is 42 degrees. We're gonna get some pictures of the old Milky Way, but it's the fog is causing some
fog
problem
kind
with
of
it, so
took
it's
my
not- yeah.
best day ever away. And I'll tell you guys something funny. I got these gloves, and then look at, he's wearing the mittens I found in this jacket from Lake Tahoe. So everyone here was like, oh, my hands, even with our gloves on, it's cold up here.
Yeah, 42.
So everyone basically bailed out of here by 7:30.
Yeah, they were all
so it is chilly. It is it's an effort to come up here and see this, and to see like talk. Every time we show up, it's something different. So
You never know. We've had it rain. We've had it been warm. We've had a cloud over. You name
Yeah.
it. It's fun.
Yeah.
But when it works, it's really spectacular.
Yeah,
And
really
going
spectacular.
up to even today, going up to the top of the pool was well.
yeah, that
worth
was
it.
cool, and we saw 2 sunsets.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you guys, every time we bring people up here, even if they don't get the chance to see Stellar, they got a chance to have an adventure, and they are very happy for it.
And
So-
that's what we do. Adventureland. And with
That's
that,
Oh, wait a minute. Before we say goodbye, we
okay.
want to make sure that you guys don't forget, subscribe to our channel, and make
Yes.
sure that you hit that subscribe, the ding
Notification,
button.
yep.
And also, if you are looking to buy or sell real estate, that's exactly what we do. So we will let you go from here, and we'll say aloha.
aloha.